So good day ma'am, and in this vlog I'm going to make a video about May Day Eve, and I am going to answer some of its questions. So let's start with the symbolism and imagery. So how does Nick Joaquin use symbols and imagery in May Day Eve to convey deeper meanings of themes? Nick Joaquin symbolized the mirror, which refers to the attraction of Agida and Badoy for each other. And the imagery in the story is the magical mirror that can help a person to know his future. So next is number 2. Explore the significance of the mirror in the story. What does it represent and how does it contribute to the overall narrative? So the mirror represents as a fortune teller of a person who wants to see their future partner in a magical mirror. It contribute to the overall narrative as a lesson for Agida and to Agida to be patient in life and not to force things to happen, because we can't force someone to love us. So now let's proceed to the time and setting. Analyze the role of the time in the story, particularly the significance of the setting on May Day Eve. How does the temporal setting contribute to the unfolding events? So the temporal setting of the story that contribute is it happened on May Day Eve 1847. May 1st, this particular date celebrated as May Day or Labor Day in many cultures. So so traditionally associated with festivities, rituals, and the arrival of spring. The story temporal setting aligns with this cultural tradition, enriching this thematic resonance. Discuss the historical and cultural context of the story. How does the setting influence the characters' belief and actions? So in every May Day Eve, they gather and celebrate in evening till 10 p.m. and it was influenced in their cultural superstitious belief to do the ritual so that they can see their future. May Day influenced as a Labor Day. It is celebrated in many countries as the day honoring workers and labor movements. So now let's proceed to the characterization. Examine the characters of Agida and Anastasia. How are they portrayed and what to do their characterization reveals about the society in which they live. So Agida was portrayed as a careless young teen in the story, and she is also brave because she faced the mirror to see what could be the result of her future. Anastasia is portrayed as an old woman, and they call it a witch, and she's the one who guide Agida to the mirror on how to chant. So next is the fate and free will. Analyze the theme of destiny in May Eve. To what extent do the characters believe in fate, and how does this belief influence their choices? They believe that once they see their future partner in the mirror, they can't undo it. Just like when you are married to someone by force or someone you felt no love, thinking you are trapped or it is your fate. This belief influenced by their traditions of arranged marriage. So next, number 2. Consider the concept of free will in the story. Are the characters able to escape or alter their destinies? Or are they bound by predetermined paths? So based on the story, the characters are unable to escape from the reality that they face. It is their destiny according to their culture and to the ritual they perform in the mirror. I believe that they try to leap in their paths but thinking it's too late. And now let's proceed to the theme of love. Discuss the different forms of love portrayed in the story, including romantic love, familial love, and self-love. How do these types of love shape the character's decision? So their romantic love is passionate and intense, yet tense with misunderstandings, deceptions, and ultimately betrayal. Their familial love, Agida's parents, play a significant role in shaping her an understanding of love and marriage. Self-love, her pursuit of love and validation from others, reflects as a deeper yearning for self-acceptance and fulfillment. But Agida's journey toward self-love is hindered by societal pressure and her own insecurities. Agida's decisions are influenced by various types of love, which brings to the light of the complexities of human connections, social norms, and personal satisfaction. So next, number 2, how does the story comment on the complexities and contradictions inherent in love relationships? So Nick Watkins' Mayday Eve takes a deep look at the complexities and contradictions of love relationships, showing us how diverse human emotion are in many ways. So now let's proceed to the reality and illusion. Explore the blurred line between reality and illusion in the story. How do the characters' perceptions shape their understanding of the world around them? So in Shape, their idealization of men or women whom to be with through seeing the mirror. So in Shape, their idealization of men and women whom to be with through seeing the results of the ritual. Agida and Badoy, driven by romantic fantasies, project their idealized visions of love onto each other. Discuss the impact of the magical elements in the narrative on the characters' experiences and the overall message of the story. So the mirror ritual symbolizes the characters' belief in fate and destiny, highlighting their desire to gain insight into their romantic futures. The magic elements in the story blur the lines between illusion and reality. So next is the cultural and social commentary. Examine how Nick Watkins uses the story to comment on the social norms and expectations, particularly those related to gender roles and relationships. So Nick Watkins uses the story to show the people that love wouldn't be interesting if we are not the one who decide whom we love, and it shows there is something we can do to fight for our decisions about love and to be different if we can see that it is good for us. How does the cultural backdrop influence the characters' actions and belief? In what ways does the story reflect or challenge prevailing cultural attitudes? So Filipino culture serves as a rich tapestry that informs the characters worldwide and shapes the narrative's exploration of love, faith, and human nature. So narrative structure and point of view. Analyze the narrative structure and point of view employed by the author. How does the choice of these elements contribute to the overall impact of the story? So, Mayday Eve is a non-linear narrative structure that uses flashbacks, different perspectives, and thematic motifs to create a compelling and engaging reading experience. So, last, number 2, consider the use of flashbacks and its significance in shaping the reader's understanding of the characters and events. So, through flashbacks, the readers can learn more about the character histories, motives, and personalities by recalling into their memories and prior events. Readers can learn more about characters like Agida and Badoy by delving into their prior relationships, traumas, and desires that shape who they are and how they act.